Hello, everybody. I am going to do a Facebook Live answering some of your guys' questions about the Ivy League Formula program. So we opened doors to the Ivy League Formula yesterday evening, and we've been getting a lot of questions about it. And I also just want to make sure that you are well informed so that you can make the best decision. And I just have my slide up that I used for my live workshop yesterday night. And obviously, I'm not going to go through the entire live workshop, but I'll just go through the program, the logistics, how it works, so that you can assess whether it would be a good fit for you or not. So let me just go ahead and make sure that I am live. Let's see. Okay. If you're here, please let me know and say hello. Let's see. And also, if you have any questions about the program, which I will answer, leave them in the comments and I'll bring your questions up and we can get all of those questions answered. All right, I am live. All right, so I'm just gonna get started right away. First of all, I'm going to start off this live Q&A with a video, and this is a video from Professor Richard Weissenborn, and he is actually the professor who was teaching at Harvard while I was there, and his work really inspired me to help my students identify and foster and execute their passion, because what I knew for certain going through both my undergrad and graduate admission process is that Ivy League and top tier colleges are not looking for a list of extracurriculars or what summer program you went to. They're really looking for your character, your passion, your qualities. And if those things are not communicated very well, then it's going to be hard. So he actually did an interview, and I wanted to share maybe like a 20-second clip. And obviously you can watch this after. Let's see.
What students are doing is some students are racking up accomplishments. I mean, I think they think, particularly in affluent communities, that the goal is long brag sheets. And the message we're trying to send here is that the goal isn't long brag sheets. The goal is meaningful academic engagement, it's spirited, passionate learning, and it's meaningful ethical engagement. It's being involved in your community, concerned for others, concern for the greater good, for the public good.
So what is it that students are emphasizing that you would like to see less of?
Well, I think one of the things that they are very focused on is accumulating extracurricular activities, accumulating AP courses.
All right, so I'm going to stop right there, because the point that he is making here and the point that a lot of college admission officers are making, and basically Professor Richard Weissenborn's report was, it's supported by most and all of the Ivy League and top tier. I know a few aren't participating, but they are supporting his report, which means that these Ivy Leagues and top tier are supporting all of these principles, and that college apps should be about emphasizing passion, not accomplishment. Because if that was the case, then everyone would be getting in. If that was the case, then this process will be so hard, because students who are hardworking, they are good at getting good grades, they are good at building their resume, they are good at accumulating hours and hours of volunteering. But it's about, can I really understand who you are? Can I really understand, and can I really see your passion come through? And if those things are not in place, then it's you're basically, it defeats the purpose. So anyway, I wanted to start off this video or this live Q&A with this in mind, so that you know why my students work on passion projects and why this is such an important concept and a strategy that a lot of people aren't talking about. And sometimes you might be thinking, like, am I just doing this passion project to stand out? The answer is partly yes, but Passion project enables you to learn more about yourself, to learn what your passion is, to learn what your interest is. And even if you don't have this deep desire and this like crazy amount of passion for something, it begins with you being interested in something and trying it out and turning that into a project and exploring and putting yourself out there. And only when you take action, you will gain clarity about what your passion is and how you want to present yourself to the Ivy League and top tier college admission officers. You also have to understand that Ivy League and top tier college admission officers are humans. They're not machines. They're not like an AI, like this crazy technology. They're humans. So they're going to want to see stories. They're going to want to see your passion. They're going to want to see the actions that you took for them to say, wow, this student, amazing. I can really sense her character or personality or qualities or passion and all of those things, which is what I talked about in the live workshop. So obviously I can't go through the entire live workshop here, but you can also get an idea of what they're essentially looking for, right? Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the Ivy League formula and sharing a little bit more about what this program is. So the Ivy League formula is a 6-month college consulting program to create your passion project, and it's essentially to help you really create that standout factor using what you love. So I'm not telling you to volunteer 500 hours or get an award or go on competitions, even if you don't want to, but I'm telling you and guiding you and mentoring you to create that standout factor using what you love and what you're passionate about. And this is the program that's going to go and start from February 2020 to July 2020. So we'll have 12 group college consulting sessions. And so the question that I get is, okay, in each of the session, what's taking place? What's happening, right? So we divide up each session into 3 different components. The first component is that you're going to get high-level college admission strategies from me. You're going to get college consulting. You're going to also get personal growth coaching from me. So the reason why students are so stressed out about this process is because they feel like I don't have what it takes to get into these colleges, or I don't know what I'm passionate about, or no one believes in me, or any other doubts that students have. And it could really trigger you the wrong way and make you feel really stressed out, which is something that I felt a lot when I was in high school. And I thought, oh my gosh, my friend, Sarah is so smart. I'm not like her, so I can't get accepted. And a lot of issues are going on these days, which has so much to do with mental health and mental illness, anxiety, all of those things, because no one is talking about college admissions and mental health. No one is talking about, I want to feel motivated. I want to feel happy. I want to feel confident. And so what I'm doing for the very first time, and this is something that I always do with whether it is my membership students or whether it is my Ivy League formula students or whether you're my one-on-one student, always incorporating college admission strategies with personal growth coaching. That is so important. I'm not here to say you have to go to an Ivy League school or you're a complete failure. I'm here to say you have potential. You have everything that it takes. Let me just coach you on it and let's get some strategies out. And then let's get you to a school that is truly a good fit for you, right? So that's the first component. The second component of the program is that I'm not just here to say, okay, let's come up with some strategies and let's see if it works. We literally review everything that you have to submit or everything that you need to write, anything related to college admission. So my students in the Ivy League formula probably know this already, but I'll say, okay, give me your Google Doc, give me your website, give me anything that you've written for networking emails, for reaching out to professors, your LinkedIn profile, your website, and we literally review. I literally give comments and suggestions for every single piece of material that you work on for your college admissions process. And I'll also review your podcast, your website, and I'll give you feedback on all of those things. Like even what goes in your website, I review them. And my students know that I review everything that goes into anything that you're working on related to your passion project. Component number 3 is at the end of our session, I'll say, all right, you guys, ask me any questions you have about your college admissions journey. And so students will ask me about, oh, I'm thinking about taking this AP, that AP, what should I do? And sometimes my students will say things like, I am going to be taking this like AP US history test, and do you have some tips? And the crazy part is, and this is something that I noticed while I was teaching my current students, is that students start to help each other out, because some student probably already got a 5 on an AP US history test, so he was giving suggestions. Students are helping each other, collaborating with each other, and just knowing that you're surrounded by a lot of motivated and really committed high school students, because environment is so important, you know? And when you are surrounding yourself with other high school students who are committed and hardworking and really putting in their 100%, you're going to feed off of that energy, right? So if you feel like, oh, I'm not motivated anymore, or I don't want to do this, or is it really going to work? When you are always surrounding yourself with these high school students, it's a community, and it's a sense of like, oh, I feel so supported, I feel so heard. And so we have a live Q&A session at the end, and students ask about anything. Sometimes we like go a little bit over because we're just, you know, we just like chatting, we just like talking, and just really using this time to just express ourselves, you know, to ask questions. And sometimes I ask like, hey, even if it's not college admissions related, is there anything else that you need coaching on? Like your mindset, your mental health. Like obviously I'm not a professional in that area, but there are many, many things that I've experienced as someone who went to USC and Harvard, and someone who helped over 600 students. There's some things that I can definitely help you out with to really motivate you and all of that. So that's component number 3. And so, yeah, that's essentially what the program is. And one of the things that I'm doing is for my students who are in the Ivy League formula. So if you enroll in the Ivy League formula, you will get my signature course, which is Ivy League Top Tier Bootcamp, for free. So this bootcamp course, if you go to my website, it's $9.97, but we are giving this entire course for free for the students in the Ivy League formula, so that they have all the resources that they need to really make this process easy and stress-free and just really motivating. So again, it's a 6-month program, and the investment is $4,997, or 5 payments of $1,111. So to talk a little bit about the course that you're getting for free right here, we talk about mindset, we talk about what Ivy League and top tier colleges are looking for, we talk about how to create your theme. So you have all of these lessons, but you're also getting my individualized feedback inside the Ivy League formula sessions, right? We also talk about networking, how to write those emails. We have templates for those, how to reach out to professors. We have templates for those. And of course, given that you're in the Ivy League formula program, I'm going to give you feedback on every single written material. Excuse me. And then we talk about, and then the course also has like, you know, how to select your courses, how to strengthen your application using college courses. A lot of students don't know how to do this. And then we talk about passion projects and lesson 4. And then that's not it. We have SAT and ACT plans, AP and SAT 2 plans, and then we also have 5 lessons for your college application season. So how to fill out your application, how to visit colleges, how to get best rec letters, how to fill out, how to write your supplemental essays, all of those things. So that's just the course that you are getting for free with the Ivy League formula. And I did this because I want you to have everything that you need, all the resources, all the videos, all the templates, so that in the Ivy League formula, we can really focus on coaching and strategy and very high level sessions, right, essentially. And actually, Debbie recently left me a really sweet comment. She's in my membership program, so she also got access to the bootcamp course. She says, I've purchased many online courses and programs in the past, but yours is outstanding. Thank you. So it's really nice to get these messages, really parents and students telling me that these courses and these programs are just helping them a lot, and that it's different. I don't think anything like this exists in the market where we talk about high-level coaching, high-level strategies, but at the same time, the courses are not like what you already know. Like I really don't like those courses where I buy it and it's like, I already know about that information, right? So we're always looking for high-level strategies and things that people are not really talking about. So I wanted to share a little bit of the benefits of the Ivy League formula that I've seen with my students. First of all, you're going to have a very clear roadmap and high-level strategies for your Ivy League and top tier application in just 1 month, because we spend an entire month in the Ivy League formula talking about, okay, this is going to be your theme. This is your academic interest. This is your personal interest. This is your personality. This is your value. This is your strength. So you're going to have the big picture down. And a lot of students in this process don't know what it is that maybe they want to pursue, or they don't know their personal interests. Like, if I like music, should that be academic or should that be personal? So all of those kinds of strategies we're going to be talking about in month 1. So in month 1, you're going to already walk away with a clear strategy for your application. Everything that you write, everything that you do, you get my 100% feedback inside each of our sessions, and we meet twice a month. The best part is that after the program is over, you'll walk away with a tangible passion project, and you can add that to your application. You can mention that in your essays, all of that. This is really the best part, really, is that you'll be motivated by seeing other high achieving and determined high school students. Environment is so important, and just being surrounded by action takers, it really gets you to take action too. You'll feel supported, no more stress. I will support you. I will be there for you every session. I will give my best as long as you are ready to learn and implement, right? Another benefit is that you're going to take action. This is not about, hey, let's strategize this and let's see what happens. It's more like, this is what you're going to complete by the next session. So my students will bring in all of their Google Docs, their websites. It's amazing how much they're getting done. And we always talk about commitment, right? This is the commitment. This is not homework. This is not a to-do list. This is your commitment. So every session is very action oriented. You'll always have deadlines, because we'll say, okay, by the next call, what are you going to accomplish? What are your commitments? So you always have something that you're working towards, but it's not overwhelming. It's to a point where it's doable, right? You're going to learn a lot of strategies that I don't really share inside Facebook group or anything like that. The strategies are going to be tailored to your situation and what you want to aim for. So you're going to be learning a lot of that. You're going to feel confident, empowered, and motivated. You're not going to be procrastinating if you are putting in your 100%. And of course, you will be moving closer to your dream Ivy League and top tier, because you're not focusing on what everyone else is focusing on, which is traditional summer programs, just going to summer programs just because. And obviously, if you're going to summer programs for exploratory purposes, then that's different. But if you're going because you feel like you need to put something into your application, that's not really a good way to go about it, right? So I wanted to share a couple of testimonials that my Ivy League formula students shared with me. And so Anita said, before enrolling in your program, I was struggling with my direction in terms of colleges and careers. I felt like I was missing the knowledge and the resources. Since enrolling in your program, it opened my eyes to the different opportunities I could take, and it helped me improve my time management skills. I've improved my relationship with my guidance counselor, know what action steps to take to help my future, and have more confident approach for my career ideas. A lot of benefits just in 2 months. Mariana shares, before starting the program, I lacked organization, structure to my day, and had no idea how to network with college admission officers. Since starting the program, I've come up with new ideas for my passion projects, learned so many helpful tips and ideas on how to get ahead in terms of college admissions. I now look forward to working with my passion project every day, and I'm not confused when it comes to knowing what is required for me for this college admission process. I now know that I'm not alone, and I'm confident that I could accomplish my goal. Suhas shares, before enrolling, I was struggling with thinking of what to add to my resume. I felt like I didn't have any ideas, but since enrolling in your program, I learned that you don't have to be in many clubs. You just have to help out your community in a positive way, which is what Dr. Richard was saying, right? I'm starting a YouTube channel that teaches math problems to other high school students. And lastly, Sarah says, before enrolling in the Ivy League formula, I was struggling with the sense of direction in terms of how to prepare for college admission process. And I didn't have anyone I could consistently go to with all of my college admission questions. Enrolling in your program has definitely given me more clarity in what I need to do and how to accomplish my goals for college admissions. It has also given me a new community to ask questions to and helpful tips for studying. So those are just a few of the benefits within like 2 to 3 months, right? So it's amazing. So I wanted to answer some of your guys' question. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll go ahead and pull them up and answer them for you. And I'm also, let's see. Okay, perfect. So the question that I get a lot here is, I don't have the best GPA and SAT and ACT scores. And obviously, I'm not going to say like, hey, just get really bad GPA and passion project is going to be your, your exit plan. It's not like that. So I host GPA workshops. I teach students how to manage their time. Also, just being around students who are really motivated is really going to change the way that you look at this process. So we are going to give strategies and all of that if your GPA is not where you want it to be. I'm not like ignoring GPA or SAT altogether. But secondly, if you have a couple of Bs already, but obviously you're going to aim for A's later on, right? But if you have a couple of Bs that you want to compensate, then then you working on a passion project that's related to your academic interest is going to help. I have some of my students compensating their previous GPA using college courses strategies and passion project strategies and networking strategies, right? And so, yes, it will definitely help you if you are in that position. Will this help me if I don't have any good passion project ideas? Well, that's the whole point of working with me, because I love coming up with ideas. And if you are my student, you know that like I get super excited about ideas. So that's what I'm here to help you do based on your academic interests, your personal interests, and all of those qualities that you show. I'm going to go ahead and give you ideas and suggest ideas. And obviously I'm not going to force you to do something, but I will give you options that you can play around with. And once I do that, the student usually comes back with even a better idea. It just, sometimes students needs a little bit of like a stepping stone so that they know where to start. Instead of like, I don't know how to do anything related to passion project, well, then that's overwhelming, right? So I'm going to give you a little bit of push, the strategy, the ideas, so that it gets your momentum going, right? I'm a junior. Is it too late? Absolutely not. My students in the program, 50% of them are juniors. If you're a junior, you probably had a lot of experiences already. So Passion Project is really going to be able to elevate all of your prior experiences, and you'll be able to create that story as a whole, right? What if I'm like so busy, or what if there are like scheduling conflicts? So we have a lot of dates and times that you can choose from so that you can pick the 2 dates and times that will work best for you. So we eliminate all of scheduling conflicts by just providing a lot of dates and times. And we always have makeup sessions. We offer 2 makeup sessions per month. So if you miss your time, or you can't attend the original scheduled time, you can attend makeup sessions, or we have a lot of other scheduling options as well. What if I'm not unique or talented enough? And this is something that I talked about in yesterday's live workshop, saying that it's not about how unique you are. I'm not unique. I've seen a lot of my Ivy League students, they're not unique. I don't even know what that means. Everyone is unique in its own way, right? So it's this doubt in your head, like, I'm not talented enough, I'm not unique enough. And one thing that I believe in wholeheartedly is that everyone is born with a gift and a talent, and we are on this planet for a reason. You're here to contribute, you're here to make a difference, you're here for a purpose, you know? So all of these doubts is something that we need to really dissolve, and don't let these doubts get in your way of pursuing what you really want in life or in academics or professionally, whatever the reason. So this is not the case. Ivy League and top tier missions is really based on how many tangible evidences can you share with the college mission officers? And that's what a lot of students miss. They'll say, well, I'm really interested in like changing the world. Okay, well, where is an evidence for that? Or like, I'm really interested in music. I'm really interested in homeless people and I want to help them out. But did you? What did you do about it? So evidences and stories, those are what really gets the applications to stand out and catch the attention of a college mission officer. I'm a junior and I also need help with essays. So that's a question that I got a lot. And one of the things that you're going to get is in the bootcamp course, you are going to get all of my 5 lessons related to college application. And also at the end of the Ivy League Formula program, I'm going to teach you how to incorporate your passion project idea into your college essay. And even though you're a freshman, sophomore, it's a good practice. And you can also use this essay to apply to any other programs that you want to apply to, or any internships that you're applying to, things like that. So I'm going to teach you how to do that last month of the Ivy League Formula program. I can't teach you that from the beginning because you don't have a passion project. So I'm going to teach you that at the last month of the program, how you can incorporate it very well into your essay. So I'll teach you that, and we'll do review sessions in the class, and I'll review your essay and give suggestions and things like that. So basically, in this group, I see a lot of students who are like, I'm just going to do summer program. And like I said, many, many times, I have nothing against summer programs. But if you're using it for the wrong reason, that's where I feel like it's not worth your time and money. If you're just trying to go to these places because you want to stand out, it's not going to help you stand out, So basically, to do a little bit of a comparison, Ivy League Formula is a 6-month program. So you get my support. You see me 12 times. It's an ongoing support versus a summer program is usually a week or 2 weeks or 8 weeks at most, right? Sometimes there are like 3-month programs, but usually I would say it's around this range. Ivy League Formula helps you create a standout factor that no one has, right? Whereas in summer program, a lot of Ivy League and top tier bound high school students participate in them. Ivy League Formula takes a holistic approach. So we focus on GPA, SAT, ACT, rec letter, networking, internships, research positions, all of those things, because this process is holistic. It's not like I stand out, like I'm good. It's not like that, right? And then the summer program, you're only able to demonstrate one part of or one interest of yours, right? Ivy League Formula enables you to create a lot of stories for your college essays because you're actively working on your passion project that no one else has. And you're going to feel excited. You're going to feel empowered. You're going to feel like you have something to really show for. So that's going to enable you to create a lot of good content for your college essays. And versus summer program, colleges already know about your summer program. Like if you were to say, oh, I went to Cosmos, or Cosmos is a really great program, by the way. I went to UPenn Biomedical Research Academy. I went to UC Irvine's Pre-Med Academy. I went to, they know, right? So trying to create a story out of it is very limiting. And obviously every good essay in a college, or every good college essay has a story, right? Without a story, we can't really share who we are because you're not just going to list your resume or anything like that. So basically, with the Ivy League Formula, we are giving you the Ivy League top tier bootcamp course. Like I said, on the website, it is $9.97. We're going to add that in for free, so you have all the resources. And we also gave this deal to our live workshop attendees yesterday. But if you're watching this right now, I would also like to extend this bonus to you. I have a workshop on how to network using your LinkedIn account. My workshops are usually valued at $499 to $699. I would love to gift this workshop to you for free. I share my screen. I show you how to set up a LinkedIn. I show you how to network, how to send messages and things like that. And now colleges are looking for your LinkedIn account as well, right? So you really want to keep yourself updated. Like when I was going to high school, this was not a thing. Isn't it crazy how this industry is changing so much? So yeah, that's basically what the Ivy League formula is all about. And I would love to gift you these two gifts. And once you do enroll tonight, just shoot us a quick message at wherever you get our confirmation email, letting me know that you watched today's Facebook Live, and then we'll give you guys the LinkedIn workshop for free. So just let us know in the email that you purchased it tonight by watching my Facebook Live, and we will like to extend this offer to you. So that's pretty much it. I hope that you found the video helpful. And if you have any questions, you can comment them below and I will go ahead and answer them for you. So one of the most common questions that I get, or the most frequently asked questions for the Ivy League Formula program is how long is the session? And the session is 2 hours, and sometimes we go a little bit over if some students have more questions. Obviously, after 2 hours, you can leave, but we sometimes like to chat, just talk, and it's fun. So that is what is going on. All right, so let me go ahead and pull up a question. Okay. So we have a question asking, can you tell me about the difference between Ivy and one-on-one? Are you referring to the Ivy League formula? I'm assuming that's what you're asking, right? Oops. So the Ivy League formula is a program that you are participating in for 6 months, and our focus is creating a passion project. And of course, we do talk about like other topics like SAT, ACT, AP, networking, counselor visiting. We talk about everything, but our main focus is passion project. And one-on-one program, it's also 6 months, and you get 6 one-on-one calls with me, and each call is 45 minutes. And that one-on-one program is you just get my one-on-one access. You can ask me any questions. You can get my feedback. So basically, my students who are in my one-on-one program, and I honestly don't take a lot of one-on-one students anymore, but my students who are currently in my one-on-one program, we talk about everything that is required for this process and any questions that they have. So what usually happens is some of my Ivy League formula students are in my one-on-one program as well, because they're like, oh, I really liked your program. I want to get more support. So I want to do one-on-one. So that is the difference. David, let me know if that answered your question. It is cold in Los Angeles. Oh. Yeah, and if you're watching the recording, we will extend this all the way to the LinkedIn bonus. We'll extend it to tonight. Vivi, oh, let me pull the question up. So Vivian is asking, is the session every other week or every week? So it's every other week. If we did it every week, I think we'll be burnt out. So I created this program because I just know so much about high school students. And if we did it every week, we will get nothing done. And kids will just be like overwhelmed to a point where they're like, this is too much. So every other week is perfect. Yeah. Vivian, let me know if that answered your question. I think it did, right? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and add in the registration link to the chat box. And I actually have to do it at the same time that I'm talking so that it syncs. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, obviously, I have a lot of sessions open for like a 15-minute quick call if you want to get any of your questions answered. I am willing to speak with you so that you can make the best decision. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be on Facebook for, I guess, a few more days, really answering your guys' questions and explaining what the Ivy League formula is about. And again, I know there's going to be a lot of people watching the replay, but we had a lot of students sign up yesterday and today, and I want to welcome you. Every time someone, enrolls in my program, I just cannot wait to just support them through this process as a mentor, as a consultant, as a coach. And I don't take this lightly at all. So for those of you who joined, welcome. You guys probably received a welcome email from Crystal. Crystal is our student manager, managing all the scheduling and things like that. So you guys probably received that. So you'll get all of the materials and courses and everything along the way. So for those of you who joined, I just cannot wait to work with you for the next 6 months. If you are on the fence and you're like, is this going to be a good fit for me? You can schedule a quick call with me. I'll add that link here as well after this call is over. But if you're like, yeah, you know what? I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to create that standout factor using my passion, then I can't wait to work with you. So you guys, that's it. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.